Legend cars. Stephen Harshbarger out in front, Chance Gilbert on his inside. Race fans, he's coming out of the car. Let him hear it down in victory lane. Your winner, Bobby Parrish. I'm sorry. All right, getting the Wheeler Metal Legend cars lined up and ready to roll. Once again, they are giving away candy down there. I know all you parents love to have candy in your kids' bellies just before bedtime. On the inside of road number 2, you got Steve Harshbarger, driver out of Rolla, Missouri. On his outside, it'll be the number 29, Richard Powell. Wayne Johnson in the 60. Mark Welch in the 6M. Trenton Simon in car number 72. Looks strong early. Rodney Baird, car number 57. Bowen in the 44. Dave Comer in the AR-15. Tough night for Mikey Bell, headed off on the wrecker, the Rosebud Rocket. All right, race fans, the Legend cars, hands are out the window. Their hands are out the right side windows, at least some of them are, as you pay them off as they head down the front stretch. Those cars, they can wave out either window. Sit right in the middle of those little hot rods. A few weeks ago, I spent a little time in Ireland and drove a rental car over in Ireland, and those folks drive on the wrong side of the road over there. And it's kind of a trick, especially when you got a stick shift, learning how to shift with your left hand, but never put a scratch on it, so I guess we're in good shape. All right, victory lane is cleared and we're ready to go racing. Look at the one to go signal this time by. One more time around. We'll go green next time for the Wheeler Metal Legend cars. Again, race fans, we appreciate you coming out tonight. Great crowd on hand. And parents, we appreciate you bringing your little ones out tonight. We hope that y'all had a good time and want you to come back every opportunity that you have to race with us here at the Springfield Raceway. We'll be racing right back here next Saturday night. Big thank you to Hayden Machinery for all their support and for their participation tonight in the racing action. Chance Gilbert bringing him in. Driver out of Galena, Kansas, brings him in nice and slow. Stephen Harshbarger to his outside. Here we go, coming off turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Stephen Harshbarger wasting no time. He'll go to the top of the leaderboard alongside second generation driver Stephen Harshbarger in the 10. The 3 wide behind him. Here comes Dave Comer up to the top, and Wayne Johnston going around into turn number 3, and we're caution early. Didn't see that take place, but certainly uncharacteristic for Wayne Johnston to go around. So we'll reset and refire. All right, we'll get them refired here very shortly. Big thank you there to Jacob Cater for coming over and signing autographs for the kids, along with Riley Duncan and Dylan McCowan. Appreciate you guys coming over and doing that. All right, waiting for an original restart. All right, here we go. Looks like the lineup is good. All right, that'll put the 20 of Stephen Harshbarger alongside Steve Harshbarger Jr. Richard Powell in row number 2 alongside Trenton Simon. And looks like we are ready to go as they come off turn number 4. This time they'll be looking for the green flag. Here we go, green in the air. We're back to racing. And once again, Steve Harshbarger out in front. Trenton Simon wasting no time. He'll move up into the number 2 spot. Keep an eye on Dave Comer as he runs up on the top side in the AR-15. Wayne Johnson recovering nicely, already knocking on the door of a top 5. Lap number 1, Stephen Harshbarger. Trenton Simon swinging around that top lane, trying to get a run down the backstretch, and he will. Going down into turns 3 and 4. The top 2 are side by side. Down to the start-finish line, coming to the flag stand. It'll be Steve Harshbarger. 1 car length out in front. Dave Comer on the charge in the AR-15 up into the number 4 spot alongside Richard Powell. And Wayne Johnston on the move, trying to get back up towards the front after that early spin. Trenton Simon, Wayne Johnston running up in the middle of the racetrack. A lot higher lane than most of the cars. We'll see if they can make it work. Right now, the bottom may be the fastest lane. Down the backstretch, still battling out in front. Great battle. The top 7 locked together. Harshbarger out in front of Simon Powell. Then you got Comer and Johnston side by side. Oh, a couple of cars getting together over in turn number 3. And caution. And looks like the 31 just just did get into the back of the 57. And looks like the 31 is headed to the pit area. Tough break for the 31 of Mike Gilbert. He was having a nice strong run in that 31 car. Looked good in the heat race, looking good here in the A main, but back to the pit area. Well, Steve Harshbarger out in front has so far been able to hold off Trenton Simon and Richard Powell. Dave Comer in the 4th spot, and Wayne Johnston now in the number 5 position. All right, we should get the one to go signal this time. All right, Trenton Simon gets lane choice, and he will choose the top lane. We'll see how that works out for him as we get ready to go back under the green flag next time by. All right, here we go. The cars are nose to tail, ready for the restart. Stephen Harshbarger bringing them in. Here we go. Trenton Simon once again using a higher lane, coming off turn number 2, gets a good run going down the back stretch. Dave Comer sneaking up into the number 3 spot. Again, top 5, 6, 7 cars all locked together with Stephen Harshbarger out in front. Down into turns 1 and 2, things really heating up as the top 4 trying to break away. Dave Comer looking for a lower line around the speedway, and he's found it down to the start-finish line. Still Stephen Harshbarger, but only by about a foot. Off turn number 2, down the backstretch, Trenton Simon with a big run. Into turn number 3, the 72 car trying to wrestle away that top spot from Steve Harshbarger. Down to the start-finish line. Dead even at the line. Wayne Johnston in this battle as well. Again, the top 4 trying to get away from the rest of the field. Trenton Simon, Steve Harshbarger out in front. This time it's Trenton Simon. Simon like in that middle lane through 1 and 2. Same business down in 3 and 4. Steve Harshbarger trying to hook the bottom. Off turn number 4, and now here comes Dave Comer as the lane on the bottom left open for just a bit. And now Harshbarger will go side by side with the AR-15 for the 2 spot. Trenton Simon trying to hold off. Couple of hard chargers. The veteran Dave Comer. And the AR-15 now up into the number 2 spot. Will Trenton Simon hold that bottom lane? Coming off turn number 4, he leaves the bottom lane open, and that's all Dave Comer needs. He'll lead that lap. Dave Comer led the lap. Now Trenton Simon fighting back. Can he make that top side work? Off turn number 4, down to the start-finish line. It's Dave Comer this time, giving 3 car lengths. The veteran out in front, Dave Comer. And the AR-15 looking strong as laps click by very quickly now. Chance Gilbert just ahead in the 0-1. He'll go a lap in the rears, does a nice job, holds his lane down at the bottom. Good battle up in front. The top 3 still locked together. Trenton Simon not giving up on that higher lane through the south end of the speedway. Same down in the north end. Off turn number 4, the 72 fighting back. Had a big run that time. Up alongside the leader. Down the backstretch they'll go. Dave Comer out in front. Off turn number 4 down to the start finish line. It's Dave Comer now. He's got about a couple of car length lead again. Wayne Johnston back in the number 4 spot, well back of this battle up front for the lead. Be another lap car just ahead of the leader. Should be no trouble. Trenton Simon going even a little bit higher that time off turn number 4. Now we'll tuck it down to the bottom as they, spin up in turn number 3. That's Steve Harshbarger. Can he get it going? No, caution out. Steve Harshbarger, who had been in the battle for the top 3 throughout this race, spins in turn number 3. That'll put us under the caution flag, and for him, unfortunately, will send him to the back of the pack. Well, it'll be a green-white checker. 18 in the books, 2 to go. Will Trenton Simon mount a challenge? Wayne Johnston will be right up in the mix as well. Don't count out that 60 car. And it appears Steve Harshbarger may be having some mechanical issues over there in turn number 3. Well, only 2 laps to go, but this is a long way from being settled. Trenton Simon working that upper lane. At one point had a big run on the leader, almost side by side down to the start finish line. Then Dave Comer regroups, put a little gap between himself and the second place car. And indeed, it looks like the 20 of Steve Harshbarger may have some mechanical issues, as they still have not got that car refired. Steve Harshbarger able to get that car refired, and he will rejoin the field, although at the back of the pack. All right, 72 of Trenton Simon gets lane choice, and this time he goes for that bottom lane. And this is kind of interesting. Trenton Simon so far has held on to that top lane. All right, here we go, getting ready for the restart, coming off turn number 4. It's Dave Comer out in front, Trenton Simon, Rodney Baird. Here we go down to the line, green flag in the air. Dave Comer gets a good restart down in turns 1 and 2, but Trenton Simon right up on his back bumper. Here comes Baird involved in this battle as well. Into turns 3 and 4. It'll be the white flag this time by coming off turn number 4, Rodney Baird in this battle. Wanting a piece of the action. Trenton Simon going around on the backstretch. And it will be coming down to the checkered flag. And Dave Comer hangs on. Rodney Baird second, McDougal third, Wayne Johnston fourth, and a tough break for the 72 of Trenton Simon going around on the white flag lap after running so strong throughout the night. So that is in the books, and we got one more. All right, final race of the night rolling out onto the racetrack. It'll be the Sharp Mini Late Models. 9 cars in the field tonight. Nice field of Sharp Mini Late Models. This field has continued to grow.